The MVP conversation is an epic one. I didn't think we'd have a conversation that would come close to Miguel Cabrera and Mike Trout. When Mike Trout broke onto the scene and Miggy with the Triple Crown, and Mike Trout's got, the on-base percentage that's way over 400, and it was a great conversation to have. This is the best because we've never seen a player do what Shohei Ohtani's doing. His pitching this year is better than it was last year.
Yeah.
But we've never seen anybody hit 62 home runs that wasn't connected to PEDs. We've just never seen that. So Aaron Judge is having, I'm going to give you the stat again. Aaron Judge is 15 home runs ahead of Kyle Schwarber, who has the second most home runs in the sport. Okay? No player, other than Babe Ruth, has had that sort of disparity between leading the sport in home runs and second place through the month of August. Only Babe Ruth has done it. Babe Ruth has never hit 62 home runs. Aaron Judge is on pace to hit 63 home runs. To me, that's the type of season that it takes to take the MVP away from Shohei Ohtani. It takes a season we haven't seen before to take it away from Shohei Ohtani. And I think Ohtani deserves to win 9 if he plays like this. Don't create a new award. That's against Shohei Ohtani. He deserves to win all these MVPs he's going to win if he keeps playing like this.
I mean, I guess there's two things here. What's Aaron Judge's ERA? I'm serious. Mm-hmm. The fact that Shohei Ohtani is going to be in top 5 for the Cy Young Award is incredible.
I agree. He's in a 6-man rotation. Okay. On a last-place team. Aaron Judge plays center field every night. He plays center field every night. There's value there with his defense.
I understand.
He plays every night.
Here's the deal. Had last year not happened, like you're talking about Judge, hey, if he's going to get to 62 and he's got 50 home runs, had last year not happened with Shohei Ohtani, say he was hurt, and this year he's doing what he's doing, 30 home runs, dominating on the mound, we would be like, it's a runaway. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Shohei Ohtani is the MVP. But because he did it last year, now we're doing this stuff right here. Hey, yeah, but this guy's a good player and he's having a great year. No, I disagree. Shohei Ohtani is doing something that this sport has never seen before, ever. He's the MVP to me.
He did it last year. If he did it on a first-place team or a team that was one game out of the wild card, and was playing, like, if it was meaningful baseball, like, oh my gosh, it would change the dynamic of what we're watching. But he's lost on a last place team. Whereas Aaron Judge, we saw, Jim, what happened when Aaron Judge stopped hitting homers. He went 9 or 10 games without hitting a home run. And he was hitting under 200 for a span of 2 weeks, and his team lost 13 of 16 games. This is a team that's going to be in the playoffs.
He's having that big of impact on his team. You can't really punish Judge that he's not a pitcher, meaning, hey, what Ohtani's doing is amazing. Aaron Judge has one more month to go. If there's one guy that potentially offensively has a chance to do, we don't know what he's going to finish. He might hit 65.
Yeah.
He might hit 60. To me, that's the type of season that wins an MVP. I'm sorry. I mean, look. It is really hard to hit 50. It is. Think about the guys that have hit 60. And he's got that capability this year. One more month to go. Tomorrow is September 1st. And it's amazing. I mean, just being in a situation where offensively you watch a guy like this continue to improve and get better. Judge is the guy, man. I mean, that's my prediction.
Judge is having an incredible year. I just feel like if Ohtani exists, guys, he's a two-way monster. He's a guy that is one of the best pitchers and the best offensive players in baseball. And it'd be different if he was having a down year or he had gotten hurt and you're like, hey, he's still putting up pretty good numbers. He just hit his 30th homer.
He plays every day as a DH.
Yeah, and what is it?
He's 21 home runs back of Aaron
What's
Judge.
His strikeouts per K?
They're over 13.
Over 13 per 9. It's incredible what he's doing.
All I know is that the writers who vote for the Most Valuable Player award, they care about wins above replacement. if you go back in the last 10 years and look who wins, who has the highest WAR, is usually the guy that wins. And at the moment, Aaron Judge has a higher WAR at, I believe, 7.6 compared to 7.1 for Shohei Ohtani. 7.7, 7.2. So the disparity is getting closer. Would I love it if they finished with the exact same WAR? Oh my goodness, yes. Just to see what the writers. The writers just follow the WAR, man.
How can you compare the? I don't know how they do that. I don't know what the metrics are. How do you compare the WAR of a guy that's just a position player and a guy that's a bona fide position player and frontline ace starter? How can you compare that?
Defense does help Aaron Judge. He's played a terrific center field when his team needed him to play center field, and he's been doing it every day.
Yeah.
He's playing position defensively every day. And Shohei's been great every sixth day. But when he's not pitching, he's not playing in position.
Well, it's great. Listen, it's great that Judge is having the year he's having so we can have this conversation.
Because I was just going to say
at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Because if he's not, then it's like, oh, it's the runaway. But Judge is having a historical year, too.
Yes, absolutely. And to have this debate and sit here and talk about it is a real credit to both of them.
Yeah.
And it's a credit to Ohtani because, as you said, he's got the capability of doing this every year. Just my opinion, Judge is doing something that is challenging, like the legacy of baseball.
Yes.
And has an opportunity to do things that are absolutely incredible. If we talk about this a month from now, it would be really cool to see how it all plays out in September.
If Judge hits 60 homers, is he the MVP?
100%.
Yeah. I'm going with Judge, yeah.
100%.
60 bombs, yeah.
What about if Ohtani throws a perfect game?
If Ohtani throws a perfect game on a last place team?
Dude, what if Judge is on the Angels and you're saying, oh, he's going to hit 62? You're just saying it because he's, you know.
I think where you are in the standings does help. It does help. It's one of the many layers that we peel apart.
But I think it really used to matter before when Trout winning all these MVPs. I'm just saying. He didn't win it on the first place team.
Both are having historic
It is. It's a great debate.
Yeah.
It's a great debate.
Is.
It's a fun
and they're
debate.
not alone.